Shalom. First of all, I'd like to give all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to teachers, elders, and apostles of great millstone. Likewise, brothers out there putting on the truth. Faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep into you, brothers and sisters. Tuning in, Shalom. Today's lesson's title, Caution. Don't get it twisted, Jake. Now, we're going to start off with our first scripture. This is the book of Matthew 16, down verse 1. It says, the Pharisees also with the Sadducees came, and tempting desired him that he would show them a sign from heaven. He answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say, it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning, it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the sign of the times? A wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there shall no sign be given unto it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas. Now, we come out every day, you know, on the Unicorn here on YouTube and other platforms, and during the weekends, you know, brothers go down the highway and the byway to preach the gospel out, you know, to the world, and in particular, warning the 2/3 of our nation, Yasharala, Israel, our so-called Black Americans and Latino, okay, of the danger that we are currently in that's going to increase, and also to give the hopefully lack of Yasharala, our so-called Black Americans and Latino, the 1/3 hopefully lack, you know, joy in knowing that we have salvation, those of us who are of the elect, okay, and we will be redeemed out of this place called Great Babylon, America. Now, we get a lot of our people that are not taking caution, you know, not being mindful of the period of time that we're in right now, that the Lord, Yahweh Shemashai, is bringing judgment on this world, and particularly here in Great Babylon, America, starting with Yasharala, okay, the wicked children, okay, who choose not to repent from the deeds that they're committing here in Great Babylon, America, and that includes all of us, okay. We all have the being of the hopefully lack, okay, and doing our best to try to please and serve the Lord Yahweh Shemashai. So you saw when I opened up the scripture there, where, you know, the Pharisees and Sadducees was trying to, you know, get Yahushua to give them a sign and prove, okay, he was who he was. You know, in today's society right now, 2023 leading up into 2024, we've got Jakes them looking and saying, why don't you prophets prove, okay, with a sign, show us, okay, without a shadow of doubt, that what you're reading and what you're saying is going to be coming to pass. Now, you have this movie that's out now. A lot of brothers have hit upon it. You know, it's with Julia Roberts and I can't remember the name of these other actors here, but you know, it's called Leave the World Behind, in which, you know, Esau blatantly is putting out basically things to come, which is what, okay, a society that's about to fall down. You're seeing out in the news where they're talking about the sunspots that are going to cause some type of you know, communication disruption, okay, and they're talking about this cyber attack that's going to be going on and how this is going to have impact, basically take us back to, you know, they always refer to it as a Stone Age, but of course there's no such thing, okay, but it does decrease the flow and the way that we walk in this society, the way we communicate, okay. And these are things that we looked at as the watchmen of Yasharala in looking at it from a spiritual sense and looking at the scriptures, and we're seeing that what the scriptures is saying of things to come and what the man Esau, the so-called white man, is putting out there, okay, as a heads up, okay, it all matches. Okay, let's go into the book of Ezekiel 33, and so when it says again, the word of the Lord Yahweh Shemashai came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people, then whosoever hear the sound of trumpet and take not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood should be upon his own head. So we're doing the job that we were set up to do, which is what, you know, be watchmen that's diligent, you know, looking at the headlines, looking at the news, you know, deciphering the messages in these movies, you know, including the cartoons, okay, and conveying those to Jake, okay, on the highway and the byway and on the Unicorn here, okay, because this is, we give you the warning of the past, okay, which the scriptures go into, the present, okay, and also the future, because why? Again, the Lord Yahweh Shemashai, he is the author of all of this, okay? He's the one that creates the good and the evil. He's the one that brought all the past judgments the present judgments and the future judgments to come. And so basically the Lord has set up a particular set of men, okay, to bring these out. And he set up the type of men that Yasharala, okay, also called Black Americans and Latinos, in particular the two-third, is not going to heed to, because in the eyes of people we're nothing, and that's okay. Okay, their blood would be on their own hands there. Nobody's going to lose a wink of sleep over it. Okay, this is the book of Revelations 18, verse 21. It says, and a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more. And that's talking about the future of great Babylon, America. This place has been found only on violence, okay, the slaying of the tribe of Gad, okay, the enslavement, okay, of the southern kingdom, okay, and also the northern kingdom down there in South America. But we're talking about particularly here in Northern America, which is known as spiritual Sodom and Egypt, okay, great Babylon, America, okay. So this place has nothing but blood on it, okay, and whose blood is on this land, okay? It's the children of Israel, okay? Let's go down to verse 24. It says, and in her was found the blood of prophets and saints, and of all that were slain upon the earth, okay? So this place, okay, which is the headquarters of Esau's military force, okay, the arms of the world, okay, is a very bloodthirsty nation, okay, and the way Esau deals with everything, okay, this man is a cunning hunter, okay, has an unquenchable thirst for the blood of the children of Israel, okay, also called Black Americans and Latino, okay, is known as blood, and blood is usually spilled because what? There's great death. When we go into the book of Psalms 23 and Psalm verse 4, it says, yea, do I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. This place is known as the valley of the shadow of death. It's given that name. I will fear no evil, for thou with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Who is it comforting? It is comforting, okay, those who believe that the Lord Yahweh Shemashai have their back, who have the Lord Yahweh Shemashai is going to deliver them. That's the comfort. That's the comfort that we have, because we have not seen Yahweh Shemashai. We haven't seen the Mashiach. Okay, this is all faith-based, okay, but we believe, okay, because we understand, okay, from the past, present, and the future, what we're reading in the scriptures, okay, that we are walking in the valley of the shadow of death. This place is proven that what it does is shed blood, and in particular, our blood, okay, and we can prove that when we go into the book of Deuteronomy 28 and 66, it says, and thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shalt have none assurance of thy life. We don't have any assurance of our life. Okay, you saw a video, I think it was Wi-Fi out there in Rhode Island or New England, one of those states, where they were arrested, you know, when they were out there preaching. I think the brother Manactasai brought it out earlier. Okay, now they should have, you know, adhered to the local law and just move and continue on with their street ministry, but they didn't. But it just goes to show you that, you know, others can go and do what we do and not lose their life. But we have our life in the balance constantly. We have no assurance of life, okay? We are under stressful conditions continuously, okay? And I'm talking about the tribe of Israel, Yasharala, so-called Black Americans and Latino, and in particular, okay, you know, the Benjamin, Judah, and Levi, okay, the dark skin Hebrew Israelites, okay, so-called Negroes, okay? We have no assurance, okay? So this is reason why when Yahushua told those Sadducees and Pharisees, hey, you can discern all these things about the weather and if life is going to be good if you do this and all that, but you can't discern the times. You always need a sign. We already have that sign, okay? Esau tries to use, you know, his sorceries and all of his trickery to try to give us a sense of comfort here that we do have a future, which the two-thirds are falling for. But the wise men, okay, the men that were raised up, are not seeing it that way, okay? You can try to make it to seem that way. You will not see it that way, because why? The Lord has chosen you, okay? When I say you, I'm talking about us of the hopefully elect, okay? To have an eye that actually see through all of the wickedness, okay? And the trick that Esau is consistently bringing upon us. And this is why we bring out that warning day and night, okay, to the tribe of Israel, okay? Because here, again, you need to be logical, okay, Jake? You need to be logical, not emotional. Esau is very emotional. He puts things in emotion, okay? He makes you think in an emotional sense, which clouds your judgment, okay? But, of course, the Lord Yahweh Shemashai controls Esau, who controls the narrative, okay, here on this earth, to get you in that feeling. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus 12 and 12. It says, set him not by thee, lest when he had overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place, neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therein. So Esau cannot be trusted. And we've been given that warning that no matter what comes out of this man's mouth, if he's of use to you, which is what, Esau, he owns the factories that build the products that you require to use on a daily basis. He owns the factory that that manufacture the food or whatever the case is like that, which we know right now this man is resolving, to producing wicked, abominable things. But nonetheless, okay, pursuant to Deuteronomy 28, we will put under the curses. Okay, we have to depend on this man for everything, and that's it. Just depend on what you need, but don't ever give your mind and your heart to this man, because what? We don't trust him. We don't set him beside us. We don't put him in our mind. We don't trust or exalt this man in any form other than the fact that Esau right now is playing the role that he should be playing, which is what? To be the bad guy and to be the wicked, who's going to fall under our feet, during the 1,000-year rule, okay, as slaves, and then be destroyed out of existence afterward. Okay, let's close over we'll close over 2nd Ezra 16, start with 68. It says, for behold, the burning rod of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. And we know of the mark of the beast that's going to be coming. Okay, we know of the GMO foods that they have out there. We know that they're going to try to grab some of us and force us to eat the abominable things that we were told not to eat, like pork and the seafood and all that stuff like that. So our faith is going to be tested. The Lord knows each and every one of us our weakness, okay, and he's going to test us, okay, because talk is cheap. Okay, so as the prophets, okay, we are aware that at some point in time we're going to be put in those conditions in which we would have to endure in the end in order to receive that crown. Okay, now I showed you early on, I'm going to continue reading this when I showed you early on with that, where it says the first stage of the plan is isolation, in which the hostiles cut off a country. The second is chaos, which makes a country turn on itself. And the final stage is a coup d'etat, or civil war, which will follow. Okay, which we are in all of that right now. Esau has had us against each other. Okay, isolated. You have the 2/3 and you have the 1/3. Okay, that's isolation. Okay, we're a nation. Okay, you have chaos between us. Our people look at each other with evil eyes and wicked eyes. That's a chaos that's in between. And eventually, as part of this conglomerate of nations that's going to come up against us, okay, our 2/3 is going to be a part of it. Join the enemy. Okay, let's continue. And it says, and they that consent unto them should be had in derision and a reproach and trodden underfoot. So the Lord does not really look favorably on people who are traitors, weak. Okay, you think that if you go with the ones who appear to be strong, that somehow that's going to work for you. No, it's not. You're going to get stomped up too. Okay, the Lord is not going to have that protection of you. And it says, for there should be in every place in their cities and grace and insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They should be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Okay, so this is what's going to be coming. Okay, Esau has made it very clear. This last part where it says it's civil war. The civil war really is actually going, we all reside here, but most of these people really are going to turn on us, the weak, the defenseless, the poor. Because at the end of the day, you think these Edomites are going to look in the mirror and say it's my fault? No, they're going to blame Jake. And this is how the world has always been doing it. And Esau is going to amplify this by making the situation very, very, very dire, so that this is how he's going to do that ethnic cleansing that he so-called desire for all these years. Okay, so Lord willing, that hopefully that was edified. Like to close by giving all glory and honor to Yahweh, by Shem Yahushai, by Shem Rakakadash. Double honors that teachers, elders, and apostles of great millstone. Likewise, brothers that put on the truth. 50 feet, feeding the sheep, and you brothers and sisters tuning in. Shalom.